So bro, you finally won. Finally making some progress. You might have aced that exam. You might have won that fight. You might have attracted that goal. Or you might have started building muscle in the gym. But people think you have become arrogant. But you know arrogance is the enemy, right? Ryan Holiday, ego is the enemy. Haha. Everyone you look up to is arrogant. So what do you do? Well, keep unlocking tears. So man, people will think you're arrogant. Your life is finally going on track. The hard work is paying off. The delayed gratification is making sense now. You might have hit your first 100 subs. You might have won your first fight. You might have aced that exam. You might have got your first girlfriend. You might have got pussy for the first time. Right? You might have started building muscle in the gym. Your social hierarchy. You might have moved up in the social hierarchy. You might have achieved a milestone or a goal in your life that you thought was not possible. But now you talk to your friends and you talk to your family and they look at you different. They think you're arrogant. They hit you with the, be humble bro. Or, I think you've become arrogant G. But have you? First and foremost man, know that that's okay. You know, that's okay. You're not that special. Every champion, every person who has attained something substantial in your life that you look up to has gone through the exact same process. They've all had people telling them they're arrogant. So you're not alone. You know that that's okay. I've been there. I know exactly how that fucking feels. Now you finally start doing something good in your life and now people hit you with the you've become arrogant. Stay humble. And many times so, I've changed. I've changed myself, my beliefs for some other cunt who thought I had become arrogant. Well, I'm gonna explain to you the timeline. Here's the timeline, okay? Let's say you start here at A, okay? This is your loser version, and you want to get to B. Now, this is the goal, right? The goal might be to win a fight, to do better in school, to whatever. It could be a milestone, it could be a massive goal you have. In order for you to get from A to B, you have to sort of change yourself, right? So let's say B is to win a fight. You're going to start training more, you're going to start training harder, you're going to start looking after your sleep, you're going to start eating right? Let's say you want to build muscle in the gym. That's B. You're going to start training harder, resting, eating right. The whole point is your actions will change, right? How you hold yourself will change because you have this goal, right? This higher goal that will make you hold yourself in a higher regard. Fair to say that you have shed some skin, right? You've become a new person because the person at A was never able to achieve things at B. So in order for you to get to B, you had to change yourself, right? No one has ever fucking improved themselves. They've only changed themselves. You know, they've changed from past to present and then on to future. You've shed some skin, you look at yourself differently, you talk differently, you behave differently because that's what it took for you to get to B, right? It takes you being different than when you were at A. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is very important because if you don't get it, but when you do all these things, so when you finally get to B, you've changed. And now people think you're fucking arrogant, right? You know that arrogance is bad. You know that being self-indulgent is bad. So the way you speak will represent a person of higher regard, will represent a person who values himself, who is his biggest critic, but also his biggest fan, right? Because you have changed. You're not the same fucking loser version of yourself that you were when you were talking to these people, right? So what do you do? Well, I'm going to tell you what not to do is change yourself. You know, younger me was faced with this time and fucking time again, and I wasted so much time on this. I'd finally start making some progress, right? And I had changed myself. But then the same fucking cunts used to look at me, oh bro, you become humble, bro. You know, be humble, bro. You become arrogant, bro. Be humble, bro. And guess what? I changed myself for some other cunt who hadn't experienced what I had experienced, you know, who hadn't worked as hard. And so guess what? I was back at A. I was back to being my loser version. That didn't do my self-esteem any good. I always let that shit get to my head. It always made me feel that there was something wrong with me. But I never stood back and asked, maybe the people I'm hanging around with, maybe something's wrong with them. Maybe they're the fucked up ones. So guess what? I changed and I dropped back to A. Back to that loser version. I don't want that to happen with you. You need to understand that getting from A to B, you've changed yourself. Like I said before, you talk differently, you act differently, you hold yourself differently. And most importantly, you've started spending less time with the people at A. Here's the secret, it makes them feel like shit, right? So that's the problem. For you to get from A to B, you've changed yourself entirely, right? That's not you being arrogant. That's just you being you. That's the new you, right? You don't want to go back to that fucking loser version of you who fapped 7 times a day, right? No. You want to go to that version who can actually hold a conversation with a woman. Don't fucking go back to that loser version, because what was all this progress for? For some other cunt whose opinions you let get to your head, right? You are your new version. That's not you being arrogant, bro. And like all these other fucking bitches on the internet, I'm gonna tell you, you're not being arrogant. You're just being the new you. And the new you had to hold himself into high regard, right? Had to expect better things out of himself. That's just you being you, right? Stay that way. I made that mistake where I've dropped back down to A. I don't want that to happen. Continue improving. Continue breaking fucking ceilings. Continue unlocking different layers of your purpose. Like David Data says in his book, The Way of the Superior Man. And if you lose people on the way, bro, well, so be it. You know, your circle represents you. So if you're leveling up, your circle clearly doesn't match your level. And you will cut people off eventually. It's just what you sign up for when you want to get better and improve yourself. I'm sorry, man. I didn't make the rules, but. And lastly, bro, remember the winner. When it's time to perform, are you winning or not? You know, I'm not only talking about fighting, I'm talking about life. No, it doesn't really matter how hard you train. You could be the best person when it's time for you to work on yourself. But the real question people ask is, when it's time to deliver, can you live up? Can you deliver? The winner doesn't care about people or bullshit, just nonsense, just the opinions of others. You know, the winner cares about winning. The winner is only obsessed with being able to perform on the night. You need to strive to become like that winner. I've seen some really fucking, like, really real killers, man. Professional boxers, Olympians, you know, national champions. And I look at their work ethic and it sort of sticks onto me. I want to work harder. And then I ask myself, would they have gotten to where they have gotten to if they let the opinions of others influence them? Fuck no, right? Fuck no. They'll do what matters to them. And we need to strive to be like that. So all these other people that tell you you're arrogant, tell you that you should be humble, that's the only thing I can do, man. Like, that's the only thing I can do. You need to keep leveling up, brother. That's the only thing I can tell you. Everybody works hard, but not everybody wins. And the winner doesn't care about anything else other than winning. I want you to be like that winner, man. Don't change back to A, baby. All that progress was for nothing then. Remember, where could discipline take you? Take care. Mwah. See you.
This is a dollar bill.
Was it the money that made me a savage? Popping them prices and I made it a habit. Towing them pictures and serving them addicts. That was exciting to me. I'm so excited to be. Started with nothing, we had to inspire the beat. Niggas they fly to me. I'm getting to it, feel like the man. I got